Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shaun Attwood channel. I'm Ron Swanson. I'm, of course, here with Paula M for a special Royal Mess. Just have a little bit of a rant, really. There's a few more of the regular panel members going to be jumping in and joining us throughout the evening. Looking forward to seeing as many of them as possible. And Paula, how are you? How you been?
I'm doing really well, Ron. I told you I was going to leave Nicaragua. I'm here in Canada.
Well, listen, no, you're not getting away with that, okay? You never left anywhere. You went on holiday and then got barred, okay? Okay, that's what happened, okay? That's like saying I've bought a house in Nicaragua when you've just been kidnapped on holiday and kept there. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, listen, I'm glad that you're good. That's all that really matters. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Everything is great. I see that you've been playing.
Yeah, I've been playing Arc Raiders with the boys, yo.
Oh God! I saw you. I left a comment. I mean, what the hell is that?
It's what happens when a man turns into a man-child, and he finds comfort in a fictional, imaginary world because he's sat here by himself. And yeah, games. It's great fun. I seen you. I seen you. Listen. You can all say what you want, right? You can all say what you want. But tonight, 10:30. If you know, you know. We're raiding with the boys. So come and check us out. We will be transitioning solely over to Twitch for gaming, just so everyone knows. But until I get some things finished off design-wise, we will be playing on YouTube. Oh, it's Heather. What's happening?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm just going to make you slightly bigger, Heather, because you're tiny. You're tiny, Heather, up there. Let me just.
That's from the hood.
From the hood.
Hang on, you're going to disappear, then you're going to come back, Heather. Okay, so just give me a second. Okay. All right, camera slot. There we go. And
I'm liking the Christmas. It's really
good. It's all just built in. Like it's the equivalent of like clip art. It's not that amazing, but I appreciate it. There we go. See, Bosh. Hey, now we look like baubles. You look like a bauble. Oh, actually, if I move you,
I'm an ornament.
If I move you slightly to there, it does look like you're a bauble now. That is sick. That is so sick. All right. So actually, I'm going to move you back because now it looks like something else. And before the comment section gets to it, I'll save you from that. All right. So we're all here. Look at us. Some of us are baubles. Some of us are big rectangles. But how's Heather been? First of all, Paula. Let me finish with Paula. Paula, how are you been? You've been good.
I'm great. I no drama here.
Listen, whenever you say there's no drama here in a tone like that, I always know war is coming, right? War is coming. Heather, how are you doing? What's been going on with you?
Oh, nothing. I got no life.
Oh, hell yeah. You got John Cena.
And his name is John Cena.
Big shout out to everyone with no life out there. Hell yeah.
But thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're always welcome. Always welcome. Right. Paula was just touching up the makeup there, and she's ready to go. She is ready to go. Candace, come back here. So we're going to start off with some of the Candace Owen stuff. Apparently there's a Meghan Markle syndrome that the world has been developing, and when Paula told me about this, I thought, well, listen, we can turn this into a clickbaity thumbnail and get a royal mess up on this. Hell yeah. So what's been going on, Paula? What's been going on?
Well, it's official now. Meghan Markle is now an illness.
Meghan Markle is now, it's official, guys.
Meghan Markle is officially a sickness when you have the Meghan Markle syndrome. It is something so funny. I was laughing my ass off because actually, if you look at the symptoms, it's when you say one thing and then you do another, and then it's like, how dare you criticize me? You know, like you always throw some sort of race card. It's like it's an insult. I mean, and people are angry, and you know how you know that's an insult?
Paula, you sound like you're at the bottom of a well.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you. It's just the rest of the. Have you got like a headset or like a mic, an earpiece?
If I put the microphone, I can't hear you. Let me see.
Oh, you can't hear me. Is there any way you could?
Let me see.
Just use.
Let me see.
Mic, just because the room you're in is echoey.
Okay. I can't hear you. See, I can't hear you. You disappear when you.
Okay. I can. Okay. So if can you hear me now? You can't hear me.
I can hear you. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you plug in that mic, what you want to do is, when you press on your phone screen and it brings up the little cog wheel for the settings, If you go into there and into where it says speakers, select phone speakers, because it will be automatically thinking that there's a headset attached to that. Nerd! So yeah, try that.
Settings, let me see.
You need to plug in the headset as well, otherwise it won't.
On the phone.
Okay, well, we'll just go on that. Erika is a weird. See, listen, do you know what?
Now?
Yeah, that's much better. Much better.
Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Okay, so now go to the cog.
Go back again. Settings, audio, speakerphone.
I forgot my notes. I'll be right back.
Okay, oh great. Leave me by myself to deal with freaking
There's USB audio. I can't hear you.
All right, just leave it as it was, Paula. Just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it as it was, Mitchie. Hello.
I know you're talking, but I can't hear you.
Something on a something.
I have to unplug it.
Yeah, just unplug it. Never mind, Paula. Never mind. We tried. We tried. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Let me get out and I'll come back.
Yeah, you go out. Yeah, you go out and come back in. You know when you say something and then instantly regret saying it? Ron, put the kettle on. No, it can be really confusing, especially when people are using mini jacks that are plugging into stuff, because some of them have got the 2-stripe mini jacks and some of them the 3-stripe mini jacks, and the 3-stripe mini jacks are headset and mic, I do believe. It can be a bit confusing. Okay, so first of all, I want to hear your guys in the side chat about Erika Kirk, okay? Because it's all getting a bit fishy. I mean, it was a bit weird when all the conspiracies came out concerning her music video with the date behind it and all the rest of it. It's
odd.
It's odd. But, you know, there's been a lot of photographs of her hugging some gentleman, right? And I do believe it's the vice president, right? Or Vance. Is it Vance? Is that his name?
Oh, I don't know. I'm Canadian.
Oh, you're brilliant. Hang on, I'll bring up the pictures, right? Like there's just a lot of hugging. I mean, what is that? What is that? Nah, that's gotta be AI. It's just no way. Yeah, that's gotta be AI. Okay. See? This is the generation we live in now. All right. 6 months ago, I would have slapped that on the screen, but no. You know, I'm not saying there's anything wrong, right? But you see the hand in the hair, right? Like, you see the hand. Do you see this, right? Do you see that?
It's an intimate hug. If I were to see you, I wouldn't hug you like this.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't think I've ever hugged someone like that, right? Like, if you're going in for a smooch, right? But even then, I'm more of a like hand on the side of the face guy than a hand in the hair. I'm always like scared I'm going to get tangled in something. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of like extensions and like nano extensions in 2025. So it's a minefield.
It's odd.
Yeah, I
don't know what else to say. I'm sorry that I kind of know what's going on around this subject, but I think it's because it's I know everyone grieves differently. I get it.
Yeah.
But I'll just say for me, if I lost my husband in a very traumatic way, I can fully guarantee I would not be acting the way she is.
Yeah, and do you know another thing we should really bring into this? We would need to know how long the hand was on the head, okay? In case it was like a muscle reflex. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying. I'm trying to find a way out for her here. Like if it's for the whole hug, it's like that. That's a bit sus. That is a bit sus. I'm not gonna lie. That's
a soap opera hug. Like, have you ever watched soap operas?
Yeah. I feel like she's got MAGA rings on here, but she's put them all on the wrong order, and it says MGA instead of MAGA. Because those are definitely letters. Her rings, right? Like I'm not tripping. Those are letters.
That does look like an M. It does.
Like, it looks like she's misspelt MAGA.
Huh.
Interesting.
Well, I'm sorry. Like, this is all weird to me, man. Like, I'm sorry. It's just weird.
Well, listen, did you know what? Did you see her music video with the date behind it? Like, how far deep down the Erika rabbit hole are you? Because I can educate you. Let's go.
I'm on the surface, man. Like, I know some things about her husband. I know what happened. I kind of remember this.
All you need to do is just do the classic nod and smile and just power through it all. We'll get there. So here is some of the Erika Kirk conspiracies, right? So first of all, I don't really know. I mean, this is a bit of a reach, right? Baphomet heads and all this kind of stuff. But what's really interesting is this here, 9/10, which is obviously the date that Charlie Kirk was assassinated, right? This is a music video that was done about 10 years ago with Erika Kirk in it. And that's actually Erika Kirk on like a swing thing, swinging past this date in the background. Okay. Weird. Then you've got an interview here with Eric and Tyler. I mean, that's a bit of a push. There's plenty of people called Tyler out there, but again, it's just a lot. It's a lot of weirdness. It's a lot of weirdness. But again, this to me looks more like a bird design of some description, but that's a bit of a reach. It's a bit of a reach, I feel.
Well, I'm okay now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you.
That's not a Bible verse thing.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Yeah, we can hear you too now. I'm sorry I ever made you push any buttons, Paula.
That's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So, yeah, Paula, we were just talking about the inappropriate hugging and how, how it just seems to be very, very odd with Erika Kirk. And then I filibustered with some of the classic Erika Kirk conspiracy theories. But take us through. So, is Candace Owen basically saying that Erika's coming out and making excuses or complaining, or what's the scuttlebutt?
Well, the thing is that you have that very wise woman who said to her, Candace is peddling these lies. Okay. What will you tell these people that are lying? So she prefaces as though Candace Owen is lying, right? And then
Erika did.
No, Barry Wise, the woman that the Zionist, who's a known Zionist, is sitting on stage and saying, well, Candace is peddling, those are our words, peddler, basically peddling these theories, these lies online about the death of your husband. What would you tell these people that are lying? Literally, that's what she said. And then she said, stop. And because Candace has said that if she would only stop if Erika asked her to stop, but then she didn't say. To me, what is really shocking is that why didn't Erika reach out to Candace privately? Because she has her number. Why didn't she talk to her and say, you know what, Candace, is really happening? No.
Just to put it in perspective for everybody, right? Obviously, this is Candace Owens. And just so everyone understands, when this woman presses go live on YouTube, she'll have 175,000 viewers in an instant, live. I mean, that you got to understand. That is insane numbers. And that's on a single 175,000 people live, 250,000 people live. The fact that Candace Owens has been ignored and hasn't been brought in or supported or in any way is shocking, because for me, it screams involvement from the Charlie Kirk camp. It really does.
Well, the thing is though that Candace, people have even tried to say, I've heard some people saying that Candace wasn't even part of the Turning Point USA, that she had been part of it for years. She was with Charlie Kirk last year. He called her out last year to come and campaign with him while she was heavily pregnant. This is last year. Yep. And then they were saying that Charlie wasn't talking to her, the text messages. The thing is that they dare her and they call her a liar and say, show the receipts. And when she shows the receipts, that exposes them to be liars. Yep. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you expose those text messages? That make Charlie Kirk look bad. Why would it make Charlie Kirk look bad saying, I support you and blah, 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 and Charlie Kirk telling all that he's going against Israel, that he's being pressured, that he's been threatened? I mean, why is that making Charlie Kirk look bad, to expose that he was turning against the Israel Zionist people and he was being pressured, that he was fearing for his life? Why would that make Charlie Kirk look bad? This man died giving his life for freedom of speech.
Yeah. I tell you what, side chat, put a 1 in the side chat if you support Candace Owens, put a 2 in the side chat if you don't support Candace Owens, put a 3 in the side chat if you're on the fence about it. But put 1 or a 2. I want to see where we're at with this.
But the thing is, so I'm not, and this is where people don't get it. This is what really is frustrating to me, Ron.
Okay.
So either you agree with Candace Owens 100% or you disagree. Either or. No, I like certain things that she says. I don't agree with certain things that she says, but it doesn't mean that I want to cancel her or won't listen to her or was subscribing to her. You know, there's some things that one of the things, you know, when I started listening to Candace Owens, when I heard Turning Point USA, and this is on record, when they said that Charlie Kirk's neck stopped a 3.0 rifle bullet. I'm like, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was an AI video because I am not an expert.
Yeah, listen, I'm not an expert either, right? But I just want to put into context for people who maybe do not know. This is a buck, all right? Right here, this is a buck, okay? See the width of this animal. These bullets are designed to go through the side here, through a lung, and then through the other lung, and then come out the other side, okay? Do you understand how much greater a deer is to a human neck? Okay, in my humble opinion, I think we would have seen a lot more loss of neck if this was around.
There's a guy. I watch a guy because I started saying maybe because I know I'm not an expert on this, but I have rifles. They're old rifles, but I can tell you that a rifle. Okay, and I did my live today, and I said that God, I'm a Christian and a Catholic. There's a reason why God made us the way we are. We have a hard skull to protect the brain because the brain is soft matter. We have a hard collarbone because our body hangs from it. But our necks, you can touch a neck. It's very squishy. The vertebrae is very soft. It's very jelly-like because we have to have movement, right? So there's no way that the neck will stop that would have decapitated Charlie Kirk. And I mean, that's how bad it is. And then this lady comes and she posted something online that made me throw up. I kid you not. I was shocked that nobody was calling her out. I called her out a little and people came after me. When she posted that clip of Charlie Kirk's corpse looking all orangey, and she's like over him with all those rings and everything. It's like, I felt like this has got to be AI. I almost said somebody did something sick. How can somebody do this to her? Because I never thought that she would do that.
Okay.
You know, I thought that was sick because that's as intimate moments go. That's one for me. And then when they did that,
who is it? So you're saying Candace took a photo of Charlie's body and released it?
No, Erika filmed herself in the corpse of Charlie Kirk, but only the hands looking very orange, all involved.
I remember that now.
Wasn't that at his funeral?
Like in the that was terrible. And then the spectacle. That was a spectacle. Meghan Markle's wedding was not a spectacle. That thing on that stadium, and people pay like $80 or something per person, and it was packed. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, people donated. And then there were fireworks and everything. And then she came out and she forgave that man. And I'm like, back up the truck. I also posted about this in the United States of America on most court systems. You are innocent until proven guilty. And with what the FBI has put up about this guy, I am not convinced. Saying that Charlie Kirk has such a strong neck that he stopped a 3.0 bullet.
Okay.
And we're supposed to buy that.
Yeah, in my humble opinion, rifled rounds come out spinning and rotating, right? Like this, right? You get other rifles that have tumbled barrels, so the bullet comes out spinning like this. And there's reports of those hitting somebody in the chest and the bullet exiting out their ankle because it will bounce around in the body and find its way out. But we never seen even that. You know, and that's a completely different kind of round than we've been told that Tyler allegedly shot. Now, I just want to let everyone know, I'm assuming everyone already does, but come the 29th and the 16th, I'm going to be doing live coverage of Tyler Robinson live in court. There is a virtual meeting on the 29th to discuss the final do's and don'ts for the public and the media before this all kicks off in January. And listen, when we found out about Charlie Kirk, we were covering it, and I'm going to make sure we see this through to the end, and I want to see what happens in this trial, because the amount of evidence that disproves all of the official story is mind-blowing. Okay?
And then now Charlie Kirk is on record up until the day he died saying that he's a devout Christian, that he believes in Jesus. And now we have Erika Kirk saying that, Charlie Kirk has started leaning on saying, Shabbat Shalom, Daddy's home, I put away the phone. It's like, and he observed the Sabbath. When Charlie Kirk himself is on record repeatedly calling himself a devout Christian. And not only that, he was leaning towards becoming a Catholic. Now, in fact, there was a Catholic priest at his wake and everything that was called in. You know, so yeah. Shabbat Shalom would be something that a devout Jewish person says and observes, or the Sabbath on Saturday. No, he was on Sunday that he was going to church. But now Erika Kirk, and then I found out that her mother, the reason why she moved to Arizona is because her mother owns 3 super major tech companies that are intrinsically working with Homeland Security in the United States of America, like proper Homeland Security.
Yeah. See,
for the Ministry of Defense of Israel.
You know, it's interesting, right? Because the shalom, whatever it was you said, he said, right?
Shabbat Shalom, that is home.
Yeah.
Put away the phone sounds like a rap song to me.
Like, I'll be honest with you, right? That's the sort of thing that you could come home, you've picked up, you're saying it because it sounds and it rhymes. But for someone to mention it, okay, and then trying to make something from it seems crazy. And I'll give you an example of this. There's a TV show in the UK called Friday Night Dinner, and it's about a Jewish family, and the neighbor comes over and says, "Shalom, Jackie, shalom," like this to the Jewish family. And you know, I say that to Dan sometimes, "Shalom, Dan," because we picked it up from there. But for someone to then go out and comment that I would say this all the time and try and purpose it in a religious point of view is completely wrong. And that's what basically you're saying has happened, Paula, right?
Well, I sent you the video, Ron.
Yeah, I'll bring it up.
And then it's like Shabbat, and she's saying that now he was leaning to that he was saying Shabbat Shalom, and he observed the Sabbath. Why would you observe the Sabbath if you're not a Jew? You only observe those rituals that are sacred if you are a Jew.
Yep, I think so.
Or a Jewish religion. You know, like you don't pray to the Virgin Mary if you're not a Catholic. You know what I mean? I do, because I'm a Catholic. I'm a big believer in the Virgin Mary. So if somebody says Paula is leaning towards praying for the Virgin Mary, that means that I'm a Catholic.
Yeah.
Because evangelicals don't believe, evangelic people don't pray to the Virgin Mary.
Which video are we talking about? You sent me a couple.
Let me see, Ron. The one where the last one.
Is it a YouTube video?
Yeah, it's a YouTube video. So let me
video, and it's the last one. Hang on, I shall. Okay, yeah, okay, so it's an hour, it's like 47 minutes long, my G.
No, it's 37 minutes, but no, that's not it. I'll show you this one here.
Okay.
I'll show it to you because did you send
it then? Did you send it? Or are you looking for it now?
No, I have it here. I'll show it to you right now. I'll share with you, and you can hear Erika Kirk. And if you don't know who he is, you'll see what it says here. I have it here, Ron, so you can share it.
I'm doing it.
Are you doing it? Okay, sorry.
Walk through the door, drop his bags, Daddy's home, take his phone Friday night. It's those little things where, again, he would walk through the door, drop his bags, Daddy's home, take his phone Friday night, Shabbat Shalom, throw it in the junk drawer, and it was just all us. And that's what I always wanted to make so special for him, was coming home. I always say, baby, I don't care what time you get home.
Pause that. That is outrageous. Okay. And listen, the reason that if this was Erika talking to her sisters, maybe Charlie's mom and dad, some of their friends around a table, that's totally fine. Okay? That's totally fine. But in a world of grand conspiracy, in a world of messages from Israel before the event took place, to go on and say that in a pacified way, where she's just dropping it in, I bet there was a check in a bank for that.
Absolutely.
A check in the bank, baby.
And then she goes and says that he observed the Sabbath.
Yeah, like, reload it. Take it through it again. Let's go through that again, because that is wild.
There's another one that says that she was saying that
also, Sabbath. I just want to remind everybody that we done an interview with a gentleman at the start. I can't remember his name, but he educated us on the history of a very important Jewish prophet. And this Jewish prophet, he stepped away from the traditional Judaism and founded Judaism as a people. Okay, so Judaism can be seen as a form of person. So you could have a Jewish person who is also a Christian. And imagine in a world with conspiracy of a certain religion ruling the world in secret, how these individuals could have spread so wide without being seen as their, face value religion. And it was wild. It was wild. Because in this world, we could quite certainly have individuals from that Jewish faith who believe that you're born Jewish, and if you want to take a different religion, that's all in favor of the grand plan, so to say. But it was Professor, I can't remember the gentleman's name. I'll try and link it for you. Go and watch it.
The thing is, though, the realtor who helped me get the apartment, he's Jewish, and he came to me. He goes. And when he heard that, he's the one who brought it up to me. He goes like, yeah. I'm Jewish. His mom is absolutely 100%. And she goes, even we don't say that.
Yeah.
And they're 100% Jewish, and it's like, that is so weird. And he goes, he wasn't Jewish. He was Christian. He was evangelical Christian. He was with a bishop the night before he died. You know what I mean? It's like, and then Candace Owens exposed the text messages where he's saying that he's talking about being Catholic and stuff like that. And people went off on her when she said that, he was leaning in. They were not friends. And then we have the text messages where actually he was being pressured to dump Candace. And he says, no. And then he told these other YouTubers to go hard on it, but let's listen to this because this is a good one.
But here she is nonetheless saying it.
It's those little things where, again, he would walk through the door, drop his bags, daddy's home, take his phone Friday night, Shabbat Shalom, throw it in the junk drawer, and it was just all us. And that's what I always wanted to make so special for him, was coming home. I'd always say, baby, I don't care what time you get home. And I just want to encourage spouses, don't get mad. It's so easy. Don't do it.
Okay, super weird to just throw in that Shabbat Shalom in there. I mean, did Charlie Kirk really come home, throw his cell phone in a drawer and say to his Christian family, Shabbat Shalom?
Yeah, literally. Like just quickly, Victoria, how are you doing? Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me on. How are you?
You're very, very welcome. Very, very welcome. Just give us a quick hello and how you're doing, and then I'm going to just go to Heather for some comments.
Really good. Yeah, thank you very much. Great. Back online, so good to be back.
Good. Well, we'll cut to you for your opinion in just a second.
Okay.
Heather, what are you thinking? What are you thinking there?
I'm thinking it's very odd for Christian people to say Shabbat Shalom unless you're Jewish. I get it. I get it's a Friday night dinner thing, and it is like a thing in the Jewish culture to do Shabbat dinner, right? Friday nights. Right. I don't know a lot of Christian people who say this. I don't know a lot of people who know about Jewish traditions. And so having said this, like my grandmother is Jewish. So I know a little bit about, I wasn't raised Jewish, but I have a good understanding of the Jewish culture. I find that very odd.
Yeah. And did it bring anything other than suspicion to the narrative? Because if she just told the story of him coming home, throwing his phone in the drawer and focusing on his family, it's the same thing without dropping in some religious
Right. I mean, if she should just stop there. He'd come home Friday nights, throw his phone in the drawer. It's family time.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah.
Gosh.
It's very odd to say that. You could have rhymed, pick a Dr. Seuss freaking.
Right.
No, but he could have said, he's Christian. He could have said, thank God I'm here. I'm home. You know, thank Jesus, I'm home.
No one's that Christian that they come home every Friday and go, praise the Lord, I'm home with my family. Oh, I feel the spirit within my bones. I mean, maybe they do. All right. Big shout out, Pastor Dave. But it doesn't bring anything but suspicion. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It really didn't. It didn't bring anything.
Well, listen to the next one. Let's listen to the next one because it gets worse.
But she talks about how they honored the Sabbath.
Apparently, you guys used to actually turn the phones off, at least for a day.
Yes, Charlie would not. He would honor the Sabbath, and that's his last book he wrote, "Stop in the Name of God," is all about honoring the Sabbath. And he had to. It did not happen overnight. This is something that he leaned into. And on Friday night, when he would get home from work, he would turn off his phone. And he would shove it in the junk drawer and he would say, Shabbat Shalom, shove it in the drawer. And he was full dad mode, fully with the kids, sports mode on Saturdays for college football. And he could breathe. He had this sacred moment to just breathe and to rest and get away from the chatter, get away from the world and just have a moment to understand that life is so much bigger than the to-do list, than the small problem that you're facing that you'll laugh at 5 years or 5 months or 5 minutes from now. And he was really good about that.
All right.
It's super weird. Why is he saying Shabbat Shalom? The guy was a Christian. It's just very bizarre.
Pause it this time, Paula. Pause it this time. So the Sabbath is apparently a Christian thing on a Sunday, right? The Shabbat is the Jewish thing on a Friday. So just to get everyone's terminology up to scratch there. And it was definitely Friday, and it was definitely a Jewish quote. I'm assuming I'm saying that's a Jewish quote, or what's the religion of Judaism? I can't remember. So apologies if I'm using the wrong words there. So Sunday's the day of rest for Christians, okay? Not Friday. And certainly throwing that in is real odd. And the thing is as well, you got to understand, she's not going out there and free balling, okay? Everyone has precisely written down what Erika's going to say. And it's wild that they threw that one in my humble opinion.
Another thing that I learned, I didn't know this, that she was in Israel when she first saw Charlie Kirk.
Where'd they go? On a kibbutz?
So he was given, and here she talks about it. Let's listen to this.
Yeah, okay, on you go.
Never forget the time I was in Israel with my husband. Well, that was the second time, but the first time with my mother on a pilgrimage. And I was standing in the ticket line. And I remember looking behind me. And in the snake of the ticket line was a guy who looked very familiar. I had no idea who he was. And I told my mom, this guy looks so familiar. And as a typical mother, she said, go and say hi. No. We were late for our flight, and I'm not going to come off like a crazy person that's just weird. That ended up being Charlie. Nothing is by coincidence. Now, did we know that? No, not until we were like 3 months into our relationship and looking at timestamps, seeing that both of us were in Israel at the same time.
Sure.
But nothing is by coincidence.
I agree with her. Nothing is by coincidence.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not a coincidence. What is she wearing? Can we just go back to that for a second, Paul? I can't let that one slide. What is that? What is that? That looks like your grandmother's curtains has had a bastard child with a set of doilies from the Victorian era. Okay, that's what that is. Could it be any more?
Like, do you remember the toilet rolls, Ron? Do you remember the toilet rolls that they used to dress up as with big dresses? That's that. That's what it looks like.
Is this before or after Charlie's death? That video that must have been
that's
before.
That's before. She's talking about him, and the thing is, though, she was not sorry.
Because all I'm saying is
very good friends with Bibi Netanyahu and her son and his son.
Listen. You just so happen to be in Israel Okay, and you just so happen to be spying on Charlie Kirk the first time you were there. Okay. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm smelling some fishiness. There's some fishiness going on here.
Yeah, and it's and I mean, these are her words, you know, like this is nobody else talking about it. This is her talking about this. So,
you know, are a lot more now putting herself out there of the conspiracy.
So she's talking. This is a very good, because she's trying to be like, she's talking about her father. They're talking that her father worked. He's dead. May he rest in peace. He worked for the Ministry of Defense in Israel. But people are talking about the father, but they're ignoring the mother. That's their mother. Look at that.
Okay.
Wait.
It's a big Zionist. No. The mom is actually kind of a defense contract. I mean, she's very entrenched in the defense contract world. It's the mom who's actually working in the government. She's got various different companies, all within the defense sector. And there's some really strange activity with her mother's companies that I think could be eyebrow raising. As security or defense contracts or ties, probably has a lot of ties to Israel, to tech, Israeli tech, Israeli.
Listen.
If you're in the defense and surveillance sector, you're heavily tied in with the Israelis. So you don't want to upset anybody. You don't want to lose your funding. Now, this is Erika talking. This is back in 2020. And she's talking about her mother, even why they moved to Arizona, why her mother moved to Arizona. And that was because she was going to be working for the Department of Defense and Department of Homeland Security.
Can I ask a question? It's maybe off topic. How did your mom choose Phoenix?
So she chose to move to Phoenix from Ohio because there was more of an opportunity for a female business owner out here, especially from the standpoint of she was getting involved with the government, so Homeland Security and Department of Defense. And so she had other business partners that were out here that were already in that industry, even one that was a mentor of hers. So it was really convenient to be able to come all together in one place to really have that. But my father ended up moving out here as well because my grandparents had a home out in Sun City. And so it took a little bit to get everyone out here. It took several years, but by that time, everyone was out here. So we had a little bit more family than just us.
Okay, so we know now her mother did work in the Department of Defense and Department of Homeland Security. That was confirmed by Erika. But also look at her LinkedIn. This is Lori Francevy, and she is the chairman and founder of AZ Tech, of G Tech, of E3 Tech, master's degree at University of Cincinnati. So she at least has these three heavily tech companies that are heavily involved in defense sector contracts. Not only that, but she also is on the board for another company called Superfeed, which is interesting. But before we go to Superfeed and what's kind of strange about that one.
Just pause that a second, Paul, just for the copyrights. Let's just get everyone sort of react. I never knew Erika's mum was part of the defense contract world. It's the same feeling that I got when you found out about Ghislaine Maxwell's dad. Very different women, very different stories, but sussy parental links to things. Victoria, what do you think? Did you know that about Erika's mother?
No, but there's always kind of an underlying thought there, though, wasn't there?
No, this is literally the first time I've ever heard anything about Erika Kirk's mother. I'm not going to lie to you. Like throughout the whole situation, she could have had no parents, and it wouldn't have surprised me. So it's all. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're allowed to have jobs in tech. You're allowed to have businesses, right? It just seems convenient. It just seems odd, right? It's fishiness, right? Well, I mean,
but the mother's with the Homeland Security. She's in the Defense Department. You are not in that kind of world without being, and she's Israeli.
Yeah, like it's very bizarre. And not being funny, you would think the mother-in-law of Charlie Kirk would be thinking, you know, we've risk assessed how you conduct yourself, Charlie. You may want to up your security a little bit. You know, you would have thought that.
But he did. He did send messages. He was sending messages. He was sending messages to his friends the week before and the month before that. After he had that donor meeting where he actually was, I can't remember which one. And then the donors were angry because he was turning against Israel and not agreeing with what they were saying. this donor came up and said, how dare you? How dare you? And he was getting threats. He texted those messages to everybody. So Erika Kirk went on an interview and she lied. She said that he never got any threats or anything, that she didn't know what it was like that he wasn't turning against Israel. And then this is why Candace produced the text messages, because they were calling Candace a liar when Candace said that he was turning against Israel and he was having issues with that. And then Tucker Carlson, also the same thing. They wanted him to disown Tucker Carlson and Candace, and he said no. And in fact, he got around and sent messages to real hardcore MAGA people saying you can go hard against Israel.
Yeah, Candace, and what was the other guy's name? The other presenter?
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson, that's it. Like, that's it. That was the scariest thing to come out, was the actual credible reports of Israeli funding and involvement, and the fact that Charlie Kirk was like, nah, I'm not having any of this. That's the biggest question mark. I mean, that's how it's always been like that for me. I just don't trust that there isn't a massive story here that's going to play out with individuals from that certain country at the center of it. But
I hate it when people say that's evil. It's evil that you contact that. Well, Candace only Islam, because she said that she would stop if Erika asked her to stop. And Candace said in her podcast yesterday, I will gladly stop if you tell me, because they said stop lying. That's what they said. Stop lying. And it's like, I will gladly stop lying if you tell me what I'm lying about.
Okay, well, listen, this is
Erika Kirk had a photograph taken with Netanyahu's son. I think his name's Yair. But this was back in 2019. So I was kind of aware that they were all rubbing shoulders and had an affiliation with each other. You'd have to be working. Why would you be friends with them unless there's something in that for you? There has to be some sort of business opportunity there for either or either. So I kind of had this feeling anyway, but obviously they're doing more digging now and they're finding out some more information, which is obviously going down the rabbit hole now.
Well, let me just throw this one, Victoria. I'll start with you. This is from Marty and Valentine. Erika was given to Charlie to keep an eye on him by his donors, allegedly. Could you get behind that narrative, Victoria? Are you part of that sort of crew of conspiracy?
You mean that she's a handler?
Yep.
Do you know what? It doesn't surprise me. I think that there are a lot of handlers within America, especially with the elites. There another one, for example, would be Kris Jenner's husband, Corey, or partner Corey. He popped out of nowhere, and there was lots of talk from Kanye West saying he was part of the CIA. So I do believe it does happen. And the way she has reacted since his death and behaved since his death is very questionable. So it wouldn't surprise me at all, actually. No.
Okay. Yeah, but I don't necessarily. Could you go on? Do you think? Let me just try and freaking make a sentence here. So, do you think this was a long play, right? Where Erika was brought in, because yeah. So you in fact, you know what? I've answered my own question. So yeah,
I do believe that there are a lot of women that will just marry for convenience and for money and for power. They're not interested in the relationship side of things. It's a working relationship. And for her, that was a stepping stone. And also she would then have an advantage there of the steering the direction politically as well, because a lot of the time the woman is the driving force behind that. It's not all, it's normally the partners that have influence more so than we think.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
No, I'm with you. Okay. Heather, what do you think? Handler or devoted wife?
Both.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, the more stuff comes out, the more like I'm trying to wrap my brain around it.
It's a lot. Because I mean the emotion of Charlie Kirk's death, then seeing Erika, her devastation, knowing about the kids, the family life that was at the center of Charlie, it was a lot for the world to freaking deal with, and the thought of even remotely tainting the name of Erika Kirk has been a bit of a mission for me to get on board and even palate it all. But when you look at it and you hear the things that are going on, it is fishy.
It's weird. It's odd. I'm just trying to figure out why her, though. Like,
I just need to mute you, Victoria. Your background was mental.
To me, like, what is the end game with her, though? Like, and when I mean that, like, this is what I believe. There's a totem pole, right? There's a hierarchy here.
Okay.
What does she have to do with the other people on top? Why is she a chess piece? This is what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting one because...
You know what I'm trying to say? Am I making sense?
Yeah.
There's a reason her, but what's the reason?
Well, I mean, the thing is, right? I mean, if we're going back so far and we're looking at these music videos and I mean, we would have to space out the whole conspiracy based off of when anyone could have predicted Charlie Kirk to have risen to where he was. And then we'd have to argue whether or not he was picked and then given this journey by, politicians and investors and all of this. It's one of these complicated theories that if we want to go down that rabbit hole, we really need to look at timelines and the stages of careers when individuals were brought into Charlie's life, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying there's something with her. Like, she is
this fishy
in this game, and I'm just trying to...
You don't know where to put your chips, right?
No, right? And it's hard because every time you think you got a decision, something from, like, right now a purple dragon come down, and I'd be like, sure,
you wouldn't be you wouldn't be
whatever.
surprised.
Sure, get on board.
Yeah, Shaun is currently on his second week of holding on to life with the flu. In case anyone was wondering where Shaun is.
Another thing is that it really got to me that she gave an interview and she said that she had Charlie Kirk's phone. Why does she have it? That should be evidence. She has his phone. She has his phone. The police should have his phone because they should be going through that to see if there's anybody. Because when she went on that spectacle of whatever it was at that stadium, where she raised a lot of millions, she forgave Tyler Robinson, but he hasn't been convicted yet. So why would she be putting it out there as though it's a slam dunk that you have to accept that he's guilty because she said so and she forgave him? What kind of a Christian woman is her that she's condemning somebody without any evidence or without a proper trial? That's anti-Christian. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know if I'd refer you back to the witch trials. That was very Christian. Just what I'm not. In fact, recently, over the last maybe 100 years, that might be Christian. For the rest of time, being a bit spicy. Hashtag the Crusades. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm a Catholic. I'm not going to say, oh, the Inquisition. Don't talk about the Inquisition. That's evil for you to blame. That was a horrible thing that the Catholic Church did. The same thing with the priests that they did to the boys. For people to come out, they were vilifying those victims, saying you can't talk about it. It's the church. You're basically, they were blackmailing the victims and saying you are trashing God because you're trashing the priest because they wanted. It was hard to separate. So it was really tough for the first victims to be believed and they felt guilty because they were made to feel that they were going to be trashing God just by, reporting that the priests were doing those things to them.
Yeah, I mean, the whole Erika Kirk situation, it's messy. Okay. And do you know what? I think if anyone's got any last comments on the Erika Kirk Candace thing, let's do it. I really want to start poking some fun at Meghan and the man formerly known as Prince, who, by the way, hasn't exactly got his skates on when it comes to evicting himself. So, ladies, any other comments you want to throw towards this particular topic, and we'll start poking fun at the wonderful royals for the next segment.
I got nothing.
No, we've got to be careful what we say, I think, with this one.
Have we?
Well,
Why? Why? What's wrong? Why?
Well, I just don't know. There's a lot of kind of things that you can and can't say, so I'm just gonna for a minute.
Well, I mean, the man formerly known as Prince, the man formerly known as Prince, is just the absolute shame of the nation, as always. But let me just pull up some news reports here. Hang on a second. That's Meghan and Harry. We'll get to you two, you little rascals. There we go. All right. This is from last week, though. I mean, imagine Paula's already recovered the hell out of this.
What? Well, what's really interesting is that Meghan Markle is on day 8 and she hasn't gone to see her father, and she's not gonna unless she.
That's what we're going to start with. Let's punch Meghan.
Oh no, I'm in. Okay,
okay, let's go. All right, Paula, lead us off. Lead us off on the freaking.
People are like shocked that Meghan hasn't gone to see her father. Why are they shocked?
I'm not.
Well, why? Why are people shocked that a snake bites?
I'm not sure. She's not going to. She's never going to go see him.
She's gonna once she signs a deal.
I think there might have been a little bit that she would go if the guy was on his like deathbed, like knocking on heaven's door. I think she was waiting to see where it was going to go. And that's why it took so long to find this courier pigeon to get the letter to him and everything else. But now that he's going to live, because this actually happened to my ex-father-in-law, the exact same situation. I think the guy's diabetic. My father-in-law lost his leg. It was like freaking awful. And I said, this is not good. The guy's going to croak. I think the guy's going to croak. And I think she was biding her time to see if he was. And now that he's made a full recovery. I eat my words. I eat crow. Yeah, no, I was wrong. She's never going to see him. He's fine. Moving on. She said he was dead in that Oprah interview. I don't know how you talk to dead people without a Ouija board. In her brain, he's dead. Can't visit dead people.
I mean, that's dark. That is dark.
What, me?
Meghan? No. Meghan, to be sitting there like talking about a relative who's currently alive, who currently hasn't seen his grandkids, all this kind of stuff. It's a bit wild. And Paula, just take me through the situation. Where the hell is Meghan? Where's her dad been? What's happened? I am out of the loop, beyond out of the loop. So,
well, Mr. Markle, I think is leaving the hospital, and he must have left it by now. But people are going, oh my God, I can't believe, is she going to recover from this? She'll never, she will recover from this. She's already recovered from this, because Harry and Meghan are two people who King Charles is already working on bringing him back with full security. Harry and Meghan know that all they have to do is return to the UK, and people are gonna, and already the press is working. We already had GB News put out a fake poll saying that the majority of the UK want Harry back. My ass. And it's only 17% who want that.
Listen, I'm not being funny, right? I will happily take Harry and Meghan back. Happily. There's a bunch of hotels that were already fully funding other immigrants that have come into the country. Slap them in a hotel. Get them a little Just Eat bike. Good times, right?
Are you calling Harry and Meghan illegals?
No,
but you know, like I mentioned today in my live that Harry and Meghan are acting. I don't know if you guys have ever done this. You know, when you're at a job that you hate, but you're contractually obliged to finish it or see it through, right? But you know that you have a big, better job waiting for you. You have that comfort blanket, so you can act like a freaking prick and do all kinds of things. That's how Harry and Meghan. Harry going on Stephen Colbert, being racist towards Alison Hammond, whom Meghan texted today. So Meghan was able to get Alison Hammond's private cell phone and text her a message.
What?
Yeah.
Shut up.
But she couldn't get her phone. She can't text her phone. Okay. And Harry meddling in U.S. politics.
I can pull it. What's your point, David?
Alison Hammond. What was the message?
I don't know, but she texted her Alison Hammond like something funny. So she has time to find somebody's private cell phone, but she can't text her father because Mr. Markle still hasn't received a text message.
She ain't texting him. She ain't writing to him. This isn't the first deathbed scenario we've seen.
No.
Like, it is just mad. It's mad.
She don't care. Sorry, Ron. Sorry.
It's all right. No, she don't care. She don't care. don't care.
He's gonna live. He's fine.
She's not gonna
Honestly.
But Meghan and Harry are going to come back, and the way they're acting, because we have GB News, Cameron Walker, the Duchess. Oh, Harry deserves the full paid security because he's the king's son. Don't you know? He's the king's son. You know, it's like.
Listen, I'm down for it. You can do anyone who wants to come to the UK. The government will just give you a hotel and paid security guards anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? That's it. It's what we do here. It's what we do, yo. That's what we do. Okay. It's just the migrant hotels.
British,
there's maybe 500 of them and 6 security guards. I understand the budget's slightly different. By the time you factor in the hotels in there, it's the exact same thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So Harry and Meghan, at least they'll bring something. At least they'll bring some banter. Do you know what I'm saying? Bring some banter back, Harry and Meghan.
No, but it's incredible how the mainstream media is lying, and gaslighting. They're already lining that up.
Yeah.
And the thing is that people say, how can Harry be acting like that in Meghan? Because when have they been held accountable? When have they been held accountable? They went on Oprah and they lied about their royal family and they slandered the entire royal family, so that they were racist and all kinds of things. What did they get? They got $100 million Netflix deal and $20 million Spotify, and the royal family said recollections may vary. And that was like, hooray! Yeah. What consequences have they gotten?
I mean, they are lol cows. They are literally internet.
At this point,
cows.
I don't blame Harry. I don't blame Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle will recover from this.
Meghan Markle has just been a steady line. She doesn't lower any further. It's just she wants to go higher. She's just stuck on the bottom ladder of the ladder. There ain't no lower to go. Do you know what I'm saying? For Meghan, she's hit the floor, yo. She's hit the floor. You know? Did we not get a Meghan Markle Christmas special on Netflix? Did I hear something about that?
Did.
Hell yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So you can't say Christmas. No. It's a holiday special. You can't say
God.
Christmas.
No, it's Christmas.
Let me show you something. Let me show you. She posted something on Instagram. Let's see if she posted something about, I'm going to share it with you. Let's see if she posted something about her father. Because she just posted something on Instagram. Do you have it there, Ron?
No, Ron's making a banner that says Merry Christmas over and over again to prove a point about the fact that it's Christmas.
Let's see what Meghan Markle shared on her Instagram account. Because it's in stories. So this is now the last 24 hours.
Okay. All right.
I'm sharing the Instagram thing.
I got it. I'm doing it.
Are you there?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Cookie Queens.
That sounds wrong. That sounds like an OnlyFans.
And then she's promoting her mother, who was never there. That's a Photoshop picture. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, you sent me this. Let me have a look at this madness.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
So Meghan Markle is talking about her mother to remind people she's Black, that her father wasn't there. It was her mother.
I can actually see where Meghan gets her style from now. Do you know what I mean?
I think isn't the picture more so about the fact that she's talking about her cookie, her Girl
and what she forgets is that Mr. Markle used to buy all the cookies so she would win the contest.
Oh, right. Oh, wow.
I didn't know Girl Guides was so like Hunger Games. I was not allowed to be a girl.
Well, girl, you need to get educated straight up, okay? Because it is savage out there, okay? It is savage out there, all right? Jesus. It's a brutal world.
It's ruthless, isn't it, apparently? I had no idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think it works like that in Canada, though.
We don't do that here, do we?
We got one of Paula's. We got one of your simps simping hard for you in the side chat. We love it. Paula doing her lipstick totally distracted me in a good way. Wow. You got John Cena.
And his name is John.
Yes. All right. Let's carry on. So again, it seems a bit mad, the whole Meghan Markle and her dad journey. The wedding, awkward. I mean, how would I did imagining the thought of sitting down with your new in-laws and being like, yeah, nah, I'm not inviting my dad. Why? Because
she didn't post anything about him. She posted something of Black Doria with a picture that I believe is photoshopped.
But that helps her narrative, right? That helps her entire freaking.
No, this is what I mean. She's doubling down. I don't have a father. Not even a picture of her father when she used to put the pictures of her buckaroo. I'm your buckaroo, little dad.
Yeah. It's just messed up, man. It really is.
Do you not think as well she would have waited a little while until her dad was kind of, I don't know,
out of the
healing, getting better before she started promoting herself again. And I think
but why would this is what is driving me crazy? Why do people expect Meghan Markle to act differently when she's already telling you that she doesn't have a father? She's already gone on Oprah and said, I don't have a father.
So then,
her actions indicate she doesn't care about her father.
Then why is she? Why
she's
is she
putting in your
contacting the
narrative,
hospital? But why does if she doesn't care? Why is she contacting the hospital though? That's
pure
the thing,
pressure.
right?
Because she's trying to make money. She's trying to make money.
Headlines, yeah, exactly. Money headlines. It's just so that because if her dad's going to be in the headlines, she can't be having that. You can't be a Markle in the papers without it being Meghan. So she's going to do whatever she can do to get a headline to even remotely make it look like she's grown a heart and a soul and has some compassion left in her soul, because it ain't the one. It really ain't.
Sorry,
Did
Ron.
Did she write him a letter or not? Because she's just all over the place. I don't understand why. How can you be one thing 1 minute and one thing the next? So where are you?
She's never changed, though. She's what the media is saying that she is, but she's the same snake she's always been. She's the same heartless person she's always been. It's just I'm trying not to swear. Sorry. A crappy time for her dad to be ill because it's Christmas and to
it's
the Grinch. Like, everyone has a heart at this time of year, but Meghan Markle. So everyone's like, dude, go see your dad.
So it's inconvenient for her because of the timing. Yeah, it is. Well, then there's never a good time to get sick, is there?
No. But if this was April 12th, it wouldn't be like such a big a deal. It's because it's 2 weeks before freaking Christmas.
Yeah, and
she's
just got other things to focus on that she doesn't want to live in the real world. Actually,
what the hell's Meghan's website called?
What website?
As ever.
Which one?
As ever.
Wait.
Do you have Archwell and As Ever?
What? Is this new?
No, the chocolate's new.
It wasn't called As Ever the last time.
Here, I'll share something with you. These are the type of things that Meghan used to share.
Like, what is this?
I'm showing you this. Where are you?
Hang on.
I'm sharing this with you. This is what Meghan posted, I'll tell you, on June 19th, 2016. Okay? Happy Father's Day, Daddy. I'm still your buckaroo. And to this day, your hugs are still the very best in the whole wide world. Thanks for my work ethic, my love of Busby Berkeley films and club sandwiches, for teaching me the importance of handwritten thank you notes. So, Mr. Markle, you're the one responsible for that note. And for giving me the signature Markle nose. I love you so, XO Bean. This is June 19th, 2016.
How many noses ago was that, though?
Listen. You can't be criticizing a woman, okay, who's currently putting out $65 candles, okay? Who doesn't want a $65 candle from Meghan Markle? Oh, God.
With no wick, apparently, as well. Some of them had no wicks.
The wicks.
Oh, we've got a 10-second video
you cannot
of
light.
a lit candle. Who does this? This is mad.
And she sent allegedly, Link Lawrence said that he bought a candle and he opened it on air and it came without a wick.
Yeah.
Brilliant. That is brilliant. That is brilliant.
I guess you buy the wick separately. I don't know.
I guarantee you, Paula. Guarantee you, wick sold separately.
Yeah. For another 65.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is with the embassy thing is that it was an abuse of resources, because the embassy's staff around the world are there to assist their citizens when they're abroad in emergencies. For example, if you go to the Philippines, Ron, or you live there, right? And you, for some reason, we can't get a hold of you for a week. You're on your own. So we contact the embassy and say, hey, our name is so-and-so. Our son doesn't, or my friend, we haven't heard from him in a week. We're concerned. So the embassy then gets in touch with the hospitals, with the police and everybody to try to locate you. And if you're alive, they establish contact and then they proceed to assist you. In this case, Mr. Markle was already located. He was not missing. He was receiving proper medical care in one of the best hospitals. He was with his family. So there was no need for the embassy to contact the hospital behind Junior's back. And because according to what Carolyn Graham said in her article, they were in the room when two people from the U.S. embassy showed up. I can tell you exactly how it happened. The U.S. embassy contacted the hospital chief of staff or whoever and said, we're from the embassy. We need to check on the welfare of Mr. Markle. And the hospital did something very wrong. They shouldn't have gone behind their back because they know that they need the permission of his medical proxy, who is Thomas Markle Jr. or Mr. Markle. So it seems that neither Mr. Markle nor Jr. knew about that visit, which is illegal. It's like, the feds, they need a warrant to come in your house. They can ask you, can I come in? But you can say, do you have a warrant? And they said, no, well, you can't come in. But Junior didn't know that this was this kind of situation, and the hospital acted inappropriately, and the hospital should be sued because they knew, the hospital more than anybody knew that Mr. Markle was okay because they were taking care of him, unless the hospital believes that Junior is abusive and was abusing Mr. Markle, right? Okay. But what they were there to do is literally interfere in a family meddling, because Meghan has the means to fly to the Philippines and locate her father because she knew where he was. Okay, she had his number. So that was an abuse of U.S. government taxpayers' money, because everybody in the government, and I said it in my video, it's like the government is like your unemployed teenage kid. They don't have any money. All the money that you see, the money that the 27 million pounds they're giving Harry for Invictus, it's your money. You have a right to say how your money's spent, but they make you feel like you don't.
Listen, if we had a right, okay, there'd be no hotels, okay? There'd be none of that crap, okay? None of that. In fact, 27 million's nothing compared to what is going on right now. Also, I find it very interesting that Meghan's Jam has an Oprah's favorite things sticker. Okay, like I wonder how many young children running around Diddy's compound have got the same sticker slapped on them, Oprah. I'm not really making any point. I'm just saying, Oprah. You know what I'm saying? There's some stuff flying about you, and I'm just saying, allegedly. So let's move on from Meghan, right? Because she's, unless we've got any outfits that she's wearing that I can look at, because I like to tear that woman's fashion sense apart. Let's talk about the man formerly known as Prince. Okay. Since literally the last time we were live, I do believe that was when he was stripped of his, I almost said dignity there, but that went way, way, way long time ago. But apparently now he's not wanting to leave his estate, right? Is that right, Paul?
Pardon me?
He's not wanting to move out of his...
He's not moving out. He's not moving out. He might be moving out in October next year, but the press is very quiet about it. They made a big deal. Oh, he's moving out. He has until December to move because he has to move out before William and Catherine move it. Remember, there were all the headlines. And now the press is very quiet, and they're not reporting, and they're not demanding that Andy get the hell out of there. In fact, they held a baptism for Beatrice's kid today. I think it was at St. James Clarence Chapel or something like that.
I have a question.
Okay. Yes, okay, go.
Do you guys have squatters' rights in the UK? Because this is all I'm thinking.
Listen,
he's in there, he ain't going.
We got a madness. We definitely have squatters' rights here. Okay. And one day I'll tell you the fun story of how I know all about squatters' rights.
Were you a squatter?
Listen, there was this weird period of my life, right? That, in fact, it's a story for another time. I was not homeless and I was not squatting, okay? But I was living somewhere where it was way cheaper for them to just leave me alone than to try and get me out where I was.
Music there.
Say that again?
Can you hear the music?
No?
Yeah, the music's playing.
There's music and you might get copyrighted.
What music? Through this. I muted it. Yeah. I muted the tab. Are you serious? I beg your pardon, everybody. Pure. I apologize. Oh well, that bit will definitely be cut out of the re-upload of this. So if you just suddenly jump to here, that was Paula's fault. Okay, no, I'm kidding. I'm just going to go back to this news coverage of this right here. The first time Fergie and the man formerly known as Prince have stepped out since losing the royal titles. The pair attended a christening of Princess Beatrice's daughter, Athena, right? God, I would have loved to have seen how awkward the discussion in the morning before they left was, right? Because Gomer, what a Gomer.
Yeah.
Duchess of Kent's funeral on September 16th. Yeah.
It's his first royal event as well, isn't it? Is it his first time stepping outside?
Yeah, probably. I mean, look at the state of him. Look at him. He looks like, you know, when your scrubbing brush that you clean your dishes with is at the end of its life and you've got to get a new head for it. That's what that looks like. A worn-in dishwashing scrubber. King Charles has stripped his disgraced brother, Meghan, with the title. But what was this one? Sorry, let me just remind myself. Yeah, order. Of course, he's
waiting to happen.
Like, I'm not being funny. If he's not removed from the order of succession, right, and some godly act of fate happens, and he becomes eligible to become king, and he's not even a prince anymore, we can't have that. He needs to be completely stripped. I mean, it only makes sense to do that, Paula, right? I mean, what do you think? It has to be also removing the order of succession, right?
You know what? That is absolute BS. Okay.
Right.
He can request, just like the Queen requested in 2011, to have the Succession Act amended to change it from gender to primogeniture and to allow the Catholic people to be included in the line of succession. When that passed, immediately the succession line was altered. King Charles can request the succession to Parliament to amend the Succession Act, saying that only, for example, let me give you this example, only working royals can be in the line of succession, or royals up to a certain age, because why would you want to be 70 years old and be in the line of succession? So he could make it age appropriate, or like 65 up to 65, you can be in the line of succession. If you're only, so that will rule out, Andrew. You can only.
I don't think they should age cap it, because you never know. 200 years from now, the king dies. We've got everyone's too old, and we have no king based off of an admin.
No. But okay, but for now, but you can always amend it. Nothing is set in stone. He can also request that only royals born in the United Kingdom and residing in the United Kingdom be in the line of succession. That would get rid of Harry, because Harry's no longer residing in the United Kingdom, and neither are his children. That would be an incentive for royals to live in the UK.
I want Harry and Meghan to be the next king and queen. I think that'd be brilliant.
Oh God, that's probably going to happen. Don't say that.
It would just be so much fun. Like, I'm so here for the freaking French tourist invasion, the freaking the madness that's going on here. I'd be happy with that. Give us King Harry, Queen Meghan, or let's get what's the current queen's name? The Queen Consulate. Sorry, Paula. What's her name?
Camilla Parker Bowles.
Yeah, let's get her pregnant. Let's get her pregnant. Plot twist of the century, right? Plot twist of the century. And then little baby freaking evil Cruella de Vil baby can be the next one in succession. Brilliant.
Are you going to help?
People are shocked that Meghan Markle and King Charles, of course, is bringing Harry back. Do you think that the Home Secretary just decided to wake up and for funsies and order Ravik to do what two judges already said that Ravik is doing? They have to trust Ravik. They're the body, the institution in charge of deciding who needs security, because they have all the tools. But Home Secretary, and the only way that the Home Secretary will lift the phone and do that is because Charles asked for it. This is why Charles had his director of communications be pictured with Harry's communications people. And back in July, Harry's been to Ukraine with the consent of the UK government. He went to Nigeria with the consent of the UK government. He was treated like a head of state, inspected the guards. He was given a farewell dinner where they were greeted as the Royal Highnesses and played the British national anthem. And two members of Buckingham Palace senior staff were following Harry's team, were with Harry's team, and the same thing with Ukraine and Colombia. So I don't know why people are shocked. And they're in the mainstream media and bots on the chat. They're going to throw things at people like me to vilify us. Oh, how dare you? He's the king's son and the king has cancer. By the way, King Charles today is going to say, he gave an update about his cancer. And everybody's, hooray, he's doing this, in my very humble opinion, because something big is coming at the royal family. So he's going to put himself out there to remind you guys first that he has cancer. And that you're going to be evil if something pops up
I'm with
And
you.
he criticized it because
I'm
right
with you.
now,
That's a brilliant idea.
there's no reason. Charles could have just put a statement or given an update on his health. But the fact that he wants to be in person is because he wants us to see him as an ailing person with cancer. And just like Erika or just like Meghan Markle, they use that as a shield to avoid transparency or criticism.
Well, he's saying with his update, he's saying it's good news. So he's going to be.
But he still has cancer.
treatment.
He's not going to be healed. I can guarantee you that he's not going to be cured.
But isn't he advocating for people to continue to go get checked and go to the doctor? And isn't that?
But you're missing the point. He's out there reminding you he has cancer.
Yeah. Oh no, I get you. So what he's doing, Victoria, is he's layering your sympathy. Right, he's going to be like, "Oh, by the way, I've got cancer, and we may have discovered a whole bunch of new royal PDF files, but cancer."
So you're evil. You're evil if you dare criticize.
Well, actually, this all ties into the fact that the Epstein files are going to have to be released by next Friday. I think.
Oh,
they've got a timing. There's a timing to it, and we've already had the pictures being released already of Trump. I think with 3 more pictures with him, and there's a few other revelations came out today.
And I posted some pictures. I posted my video on Meghan, and I tried to do it sneakily, be talking and put the pictures. They took down almost 8 seconds of my video. I went through my video today because people say we can't see them, and then I saw my video, and they literally removed the minute, the second. They didn't take down the video, but they just edited themselves. And and I'm like, damn, let me see where it is. Because I was like, because I wanted to keep showing it, like just talk and not say when the pictures were coming. And they did it. They managed to find where the pictures were, and they took out the 8 or 9 seconds that I showed those pictures.
Interestingly, that they're not going to be invited to Sandringham, so they're completely. Not only have they lost their titles, but now they're completely cut out of the family by the looks of things. It doesn't feel like that there's a separation going on there. Are you
talking about Andrew? Are you talking about Meghan?
Yes, Andrew.
Yeah, I think there's a separation because he keeps putting his genitals inside kids. I think that was probably the big.
No, I know.
You know what I mean? That's a big separator. Do you know what I'm saying?
But what I mean
Allegedly.
is he's been released from the institution, but they have also cut him off as a family rather than just
of course they would have. Again, I refer you back to the
I
on
know.
the island. Do you know what I'm saying?
I completely understand.
I'm amazed that he's still walking about. Okay, I'm amazed that there's not some royal secret guard of child protection that hasn't been unleashed from a dungeon somewhere to go and deal with the madness that is the legacy of the man formerly known as Prince, allegedly. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't get past it because, it's one of these testament and stories, Victoria, right? To the fact that we all heard about this 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and it's created and bolstered this new generation of people that have zero faith in the crap we're spoon-fed. It's not going to take the 15 to 20-year-olds that exist now. It's not going to take them 30 years to realize how much bullshit we're fed. They're there now. Okay, they're there now. And it's our only hope. It really is our only hope.
If you can show this, because I want to show how they deleted the picture. They deleted some of the pictures. They allowed 2 or 3 to remain up, but they deleted the rest.
Look at
that. That is an old one. So I was mixing ones that were already there. And there, you see?
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Yeah, I think that'll have been an overlay they put in as opposed to cutting something out. They'll just put that big mad whatever color that was over it. That's mad.
2 of you, Paula. It's 2 of you.
No, it's like, because I'm like, what do you mean? And then I was like, I was looking at it and I'm like, huh?
Yeah. The way she goes sometimes. The way she goes.
But the thing is though, like Meghan Markle is still being protected.
Yeah, of course. She's she's the freaking cosplay royal that gets to go around the world and sign and do weird under the table deals in the countries that she's gone to. Do you know what I'm saying? It was Colombia and what was the other place?
Nigeria, Colombia, Nigeria, Ukraine. He's gone to Ukraine 2 or 3 times. Why? This is a man who's terrified of forcing security, so he goes to Ukraine.
I just want to say, top tier places for like renowned for being well safe to just take yourself over to. Okay, bit warlordy. Some of these places, a little bit warlordy. Do you know what I mean? Little whisper of that. Do you know what I'm saying? And what's going on? What's the scuttlebutt with that, Meghan? Because you ain't fooling me. You ain't fooling me. That was how many billions was the aid contract with Nigeria? And people can say, well, what difference does that make? Well, if I'm Meghan Markle and I'm off my tits and I go to Nigeria and I've got a bunch of friends with a bunch of businesses that are probably owned by BlackRock and stuff, and I go over there and make sure my friends get the contract for the 16 billion in whatever it is, tampons and bandages or some pish they said they were sending to Nigeria. Great job. It makes no sense. So that's the thing that scares me, because when we have these shadow cosplayers, in fact, you know what? I'm part of the royal family. That I'm declaring it now. I'm going to be part of the royal family. If any countries would like a royal visit from me, it's exactly the same as if Harry and Meghan come. Okay, it's just I'm a bit more fun and iron my shit. Do you know what I'm saying?
But isn't it insane that how Andrew is no longer royal because he's not HR. HR is what makes him royal. He's a member of the royal family. He's a family member, but not royal, because he's no longer HRH.
No, he's TIT.
Which means that if Meghan and Harry come, they technically still have the HRH. So he would have to bow to Harry and Meghan.
Listen, Harry's different. He's the son of the king and didn't do anything sus on an island. He just got a mad bitch for a wife. If anything,
no. I am going to call you out on that one. That's not true.
Sympathy.
2011. What he did to that young teen, that she was forced to sign an NDA after she was paid off in Verbier with that little friend of his.
Well, she got paid off then.
Yeah.
She don't have any sympathy. She got paid.
So did Virginia.
Yeah, well, listen, don't throw that at me. That was a low blow, okay? Try to make a point there. But yeah, it's true. It's true. But it stands for Virginia, though. She took her money. She can't go back to court and do it. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a tough one.
Harry has benefited from the Buckingham Palace PR machine who were working overtime.
Of course he has.
You know, so people think like, you know how effective they were. That you, Ron, are saying, "Oh, Harry's not as bad as Andrew. He's worse." The Queen, when he was sent for the gap year, for his gap year, listen, Ron, when he was sent for his gap year to Australia, the Queen, and Harry mentioned this in his spare book, he said, oh, my grandmother cared about me so much that he sent her senior staff about 2 kilometers away from me to help me out. No. And he only stayed there for 3 months because he got into serious trouble with girls.
You know, kissing the cheek for you there, Paula. The one right there. Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry, but hang on. Where's Lady Letitia's here? I need to add a bobble for Lady Letitia.
Do it again, Ron. Do it again, Ron.
There you go.
Someone said that he's 43% Ukrainian.
Sure. Okay.
I believe that.
Why not, mate?
Okay. Why not?
Hell yeah! Right, there's Lady Letitia. He's going to be a bobble up here because I'm now the bobble down there. All right, we're bobbling around. I'm going to go up here, actually. I just moved myself. Let's see. All right.
Can you make your bobble over to me?
And you know what's so funny? Weekly Ranting said gap year. Harry did 2 gap years, and it's called a gap year. But he was so bad that he did 2 gap years, and they sent him to Lesotho.
Brilliant. I would have had 2 gap years. Don't hate on a man for having a rich heritage. Lady Letitia, how are you? Welcome.
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, I'm triggered. I'm triggered by Meghan. I'm triggered by Andrew. I'm just triggered. It's a good day. It's Friday. I'm feeling the vibes. How are you?
There's a lot going on, isn't it?
Yeah. 2025 has been a dickhead. It's the only thing worse than 2025 was when was the Jeremy time? 2019, 2020? That was the only thing that tops this. That's the only thing that tops this, man. There's been a crap year. It's its mum. I'm well glad to see the back of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to print out a book called 2025 and burn that shit on Twitter. See how many people I can trigger with that. Yeah. But yeah.
Why hasn't our girl went to go see her father yet?
Because the bitch is crazy. Simple answer. She's a heartless, motherfucking, evil, twisted. Hang on a second. Madness. Yes, Ron's had enough. Ron's had enough. He's had enough of pussyfooting. Enough of the pussyfooting. All right.
It's so true. Shame on her.
Yeah, exactly. Shame on her. Continued. So from the first time he was on deathbed.
Yes.
And she was like, nah. I'll write you a letter or something. Motherfucker.
Forget it. I'm not going to see him. He's not that important to me.
Yeah, exactly. Only gave you life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and listen, Letitia, we were talking about, we're on to the point now of Prince Andrew, right? And the fact that he's basically an idiot, right? And the royal cosplay situations that we've seen. You got any takes on Andrew before we...
yes, I do. I got a take on... Did you guys see those new photos that came out today?
You're going to have to be more specific. Billions of photos came out today, Lady Letitia. Billions.
They got 19 new photos of people on the Epstein Island. Yeah. Okay. No, nobody hear about that? Paula, hello?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, okay. So I'm looking at
no thought about it? Okay. Well, it looks like Clinton and Bill Gates is on there, and Donald Trump is surrounded by a couple of women to do. Who I don't see is Andrew. I didn't see Andrew in the group of people.
Yeah, he's a lot shorter than we know. All right, so let me just go through it. So is this it here? This could be it here. Hang on. Is this the ones you mean? Hang on.
Yeah, that's one of them. There should be 19 of them. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So basically, right, this is some...
Be careful, trigger warning. There is some SEX toys in there too. You don't want to run into those.
Listen, if you can't handle seeing an SEX toy, okay, at your age, on the internet at 2020, I retract that trigger warning. I retract it. I hope you're triggered. Okay, go outside, live your life a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying? God damn. Right, watch me scan.
There's one picture that has the one picture has President Trump's condom saying "I'm huge."
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's no longer funny, but this is
really
nonsense.
That's what it says.
No, well, listen.
Yeah.
This is nonsense, right? You see, when Lady Letitia turns around and says there's 19 new photos released from the Epstein files, I was like a hungry, slavering wolf for some evidence of this global syndicate, the evidence of the blackmail. Oh no, don't worry, it's just freaking this nonsense. Look at this. Look at him. It's Prince
You
Andrew
didn't see
right
him with the 6 women. You didn't see President.
Yeah, but there's
Trump
nothing wrong with that. He was with 6 women, so what? They were not underage.
That's a lot of women, and they look a little young to me.
You can't see their faces, Letitia.
Listen, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you don't know that, Paula. You don't know that they're not what them women are there for.
No, listen.
Yeah, but if they were underage, the Democrats would have leaked it.
Those do not look like underage women.
No, okay.
Don't get me wrong. I could be totally wrong. None of us can really
because
know.
the Democrats would have leaked it. The Democrats would have said these are underage women.
I think Richard Branson's been named in their files.
Oh yeah, Richard Branson, Bill Clinton. I have the records. I have the flight records. Bill Clinton has been there so many times, you know, like and Biden and everybody, they all have been there, but they just don't want to put them out. I think that they should make those flight records up until he was arrested available, and they're not.
This is a very sus looking image. I just want to point this out.
Okay, it does look a little suspect.
That looks really weird. But yeah, listen, Donald Trump was a 90s playboy.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, you're going to see him with lots and lots of women. In fact, I even made the statement that if there's anyone who I could believe that would be turned into an FBI informant because of the amount of orgies and crazy shit he had consensually, it's that guy. It's that guy. The FBI pulls up and it's like, "Hey, Mr. Trump, we have this video."
Consensual. You said consensual.
Yeah, consensual. Of course, consensual. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, of course.
Mary said runs with 4 women
So
right now.
all those
Doesn't mean anything.
lawsuits that Donald Trump has 32. What was it? Oh, that was the files.
Yeah, he grabbed someone.
Eugene Carroll, was that her name? Eugene.
You know, like for example, let me tell you, like for example, we're talking right now about Epstein files. Right now, Sophia of Sweden, she didn't even attend the dinner in Sweden. She's married to the 4th in line to the throne. She was a party girl for Epstein, and her name came out with her emails and everything. She's a couple of years older than Meghan Markle. She criticized Meghan Markle because she's not stupid. She said, "I'm not doing a Mexit like Meghan did," because she knows that as long as she's a royal, she is protected. Right?
Yo, this guy's got two shirts.
And then Metemorit, and I did my video on it. I really believe that Epstein planted these women because you have Meghan Markle, Metemorit, who had to apologize because, of her friendship with Epstein, and who was a party girl. She was a proper party girl. And she was kicked out of Australia. She was kicked out of India. She was engaged to this drug dealer from Norway, who is the father of her son. The son, who is now is in trial for 32 SA offenses to different women. And Metemorit is implicated for covering it up. And then we have Sophia. And people are saying, well, she didn't go to the island. She did go to the island, because if she had nothing, she would have said, I attended the dinner. I had a meeting with this guy and nothing happened. I'm going to the dinner. She's not showing her face because a hell of a lot more is going to come. This is why I'm telling you. This is why King Charles now is going to give a personalized address, for which he's being praised, about his cancer, because he wants people to understand that he is the king, but he has cancer. And he wants people to see, because a lot of crap is going to come out right now, which is going to be worse for the royal family, because Charles's name is involved.
I think you're 100% right. Now, look, just before we cut over, I just want to point out the man that you're about to see is wearing 2 shirts. He's wearing a shirt on top of a shirt. Okay, I need to point this out. He's going to cut to a close-up of him in a second, right? Why is he wearing a shirt on top of a shirt? That is 2 shirts. That is what is going? That is some AI. That's got to be AI. Okay, no one wears 2 shirts. Not inside. Savage. And also, here's some more images. I do believe this was something to do with Epstein's mansion or somewhere.
Is that Meghan?
Damn. Also, just on a really important note, big shout out to Australia. They are the first nation to fully ban social media for all people under the age of 16. It rolled out yesterday, I do believe. And I'm all here for this. The UK needs to be next. We need to be banning kids from these apps, getting them back outside, and like taking each other's eyes out with slingshots and all that stuff, because that's what being a kid's about, yo. That's what I'm saying. So big shout out to Australia for actually doing that, because we all need to follow in suit. Anything else you ladies want to throw into the mix? We've got about 5 minutes. Ron's going to be live shooting Pixel People in about 10 minutes. So
no, I just think that people should just be real about Meghan Markle. Why do they keep expecting her to behave like a decent human being when she's a psycho? She's already answered the public by posting a picture of her mother. Is the photo photoshopped? Is it real to you? Does it look real to you, Ron?
Don't know. I've got it here. It looks old. It looks like a photograph of a photograph. Like as if someone's taken a photo with their phone of an old photograph, if that
But
makes
don't
sense.
you see that Doria looks very clear compared to the background people?
Well, I mean, all the people in the background have got emojis slapped on their face.
No. But Meghan Markle, you can see she's right next to Meghan Markle, and she looks faded away, and Doria looks very clear.
Meghan Markle looks the same color of white as the shirt her mother's wearing. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. So, yeah. All right. Anybody else got anything they want to throw in the mix? Anyone, ladies?
No, it was wonderful to be back with you, Ron, today.
Thank you, Ron.
Very lovely.
Thank you to Paula's idea. So big shout out to Paula.
Thank you, Paula.
Thank you, Paula.
People are wanting this back every week. Stop saying that, because then I'll have to do it. and I get like traumatic from talking about Meghan. Don't get me wrong, I can quite happily have a segment for 20 minutes where I just poke fun at Meghan's fashion from the last couple of weeks.
The last thing I want to say before we go.
Hang on. Who was first there?
Latisha.
Yeah, Latisha.
I just want to say the last thing is, did we check on Thomas Markle Jr.? Is he okay?
Yes. Okay. That was brilliant. That was like as if the words came from my mind. Do you know what I mean? And it was that was the force right there. That was you. These are not the droids you're looking for. Right.
Just kidding. I just want to know that anybody have seen his lives and stuff. He's spazzing out.
Is he back from Thailand since all that money? Like,
what do you mean he's spazzing out? He's spazzing out. What do you mean, Latisha?
Listen, I'm not being funny. Did that guy not raise did a woman not raise a bunch of money for Mr. Markle? And then did he not then just go to Thailand or something? Was there not like a scenario?
The Philippines. But what did he say? What did he say, Latisha? What did he say that he's passed out?
Well, he doesn't like his sister very much. And he's just, don't really want her to. He wants her to get in contact, and he doesn't want to get her. She doesn't want to be in contact. He doesn't. Who knows? I just think that he's like a little off, maybe.
Little.
The thing is, you know what the problem is? That Mr. Markle Sr. and Jr. are in complete opposite teams. Mr. Markle is demanding on the paper that he wants to see his daughter, and Thomas Markle Jr. is like, no, you're not. Unless you pay me $20 million.
Oh yeah. You pay me $20 million, and I'll take you to see your dad, or I'll take you to see whoever you want. I guarantee you give me £20 million, I'll get you to see your grandkids, Mr. fucking Markle. I guarantee you, we're seeing them. Okay? We'll hire a small SAS task force for about $5 million, and they'll get us in anywhere, my G. Okay, Christmas is the time of miracles. Okay, and they can have. You've got a small $5 million.
We can make it happen. With 5, I'd be happy with 5. We can make it happen with 5, right, Ron?
No, 20. I want the 20. I want the 20. Yeah, fuck that.
We can all split it.
You get one shot at this. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But listen, it's great to see everybody. And
Merry Christmas to everybody if we don't get together before Christmas.
It is not winter season. It's not winter time. It's not season Sutton Pish. It's Christmas. Okay? And if you don't like it, please feel free to It's Christmas.
In the most holly jolly way.
Yeah. Yes.
Later.
Peace out. Catch us all next time. Much love.